What's going on, y'all? It's time for where I react to the top weekly post on the greatest subreddit on the internet, r/AttorneyTom. Let's get started. Tom's becoming Daredevil. Me throwing a brick at my defense attorney in order to determine whether or not they are a good lawyer. I don't get it.
How did you just do that? I'm a really good lawyer.
I'm sorry, I haven't seen Daredevil. I know it's the blind guy who becomes a superhero. That's about all I know. I don't get it. I'm gonna be roasted in the comments, I promise you. Bargaining. Injured. Please don't tell mom, I'll let you hit me back. You know, at some point in the near future, we need to have a competition where I will go and get a proper billboard, not the LED billboard truck, but a proper billboard. And we'll have a big meme competition to see what gets put on there. Is it legal to drive with a PS4 controller? No. Now, a lot of y'all are probably thinking, Tom, the title of this show is So Doesn't It Depend? And I'm gonna go on the record and I'm gonna say, it does not depend in this case. I don't care what state you're in. That can't be street legal. Can I recite any laws that govern steering wheels? No. Am I going to do a quick Google search?
Time to Google.
No. Your Honor, how was I supposed to know changing out my steering wheel for a PS4 controller was gonna result in the death of 17 children? I don't know, common sense? Fair point. Do not do this. Do not do this. I feel like she has a case because they didn't properly train her. Why didn't they tell her to wear a helmet? Whoa! Let's watch that again. Ooh. Okay, so here's the deal. If somebody like this came into my office and asked what kind of legal rights they would have, I would tell them the following. Depending on what state you're in, it's probably gonna fall under workers' compensation. And in most states, not all states, in most states, like Texas, workers' compensation is a total scam. It is a scam for people who get injured to let the corporations off cheap. If it's gonna fall into workers' compensation, then there's not a whole lot I can do. So you need to get some third-party liability. So potentially there's a case against the ice cream manufacturer for a product design defect. We're gonna need to know how this was designed. Was there a reasonably safe alternative that doesn't pose this threat? How many incidents like this have occurred? Is there a pattern? Do they know that it's dangerous? And that's just info we don't have, but honestly, more likely than not, she probably does not have a case against a third-party manufacturer. She has workers' comp claim, probably, but again, workers' comp is a scam. Happy 4th of July from a catastrophic personal injury dog.
Cha-cha! Cha-cha! Oh, cha-cha! Oh! Oh, my God!
You know, I don't know. I hate to knowledge hammer a dog, because it's a dog, you know? Dog. You know, no knowledge hammer. Do you have a duty to help in this situation? Teen films laughed at man while slowly drowned, authorities say. Teen who laughed and recorded a drowning man in his final moments won't face charges. So the short answer is, it depends. I guess it could technically be possible to be charged for not helping, for not carrying out a duty to help somebody else, but those situations are going to be few and far between. Those cases are going to be very hard to prove. You probably need some sort of elevated circumstance, like you being a doctor or something like that. Additionally, there are laws that are put into place that help or protect citizens who do intervene in these sort of situations. Good Samaritan laws. So like, let's just say that this person was drowning and the teens did try to save him, but in the process of saving him, they broke his neck. Because they aren't trained in water rescuing techniques, well, there are potentially laws that would excuse them for acting as a good Samaritan, trying to intervene in these situations. It just depends. No, Your Honor, I didn't break the door. I was just checking if they were closed, and then out of nowhere, it shattered. Your Honor, free my boy. He ain't do nothing. Does this look like a man who's trying to break into a store? He was just confused. He thought the store door was just jammed. He was trying to help. How are HOAs legal? Me and my girlfriend are looking for a house and we think we found the perfect one. The only issue is that there's a mandatory HOA. I don't understand how someone who doesn't own a property can force you to join an HOA when you buy the house. How is this possible when someone with no legal property rights to a house can tell you what you can and can't do with it if you don't agree with the prior contract? Okay, so first of all, your intuition is right in the sense that HOAs are total scams. Never live in a community with an HOA. I don't live in a community with an HOA. HOAs are such a scam that there are lawyers whose sole job it is to do HOA related work because there are so many issues relating to HOAs and it's run by just a bunch of Karens who have nothing better to do with their life. Now, with that said, 99% of HOAs are totally legit and legal. And the reason for that is they probably do have some form of property right in your property. When the area was developed, there could be a deed restriction or there could be a covenant that runs with all future contracts, that runs with the land, that says you have to be a part of the HOA. Additionally, there could be bylaws or there could be city ordinances. Perhaps your neighborhood is actually technically its own city. So when the OP says, how is it possible that someone with no legal property rights to a house can tell you what you can and can't do with it if you don't agree to the prior contract, is just simply not correct. The guy selling you the house probably doesn't like the HOA either. Just like when you sell your house in 10 or 20 years, the new buyer cannot opt out of the HOA. Do you live in an area with a terrible HOA? Do you have a neighbor that about every little thing? Do not call me. Take the number down. Take it down. Do not call me. No. But seriously, don't call me. I'm not going to waste my time on an HOA case. On a scale of 1 to 10, how much of a lawsuit is this? UPS driver crashes into my garage and books it without giving me my package. Definitely a lawsuit. Definitely a lawsuit. That looks like structural damage to your home. And it makes it way better that they just ran off. Because if you have video evidence, then, no. Yes. On a scale of 1 to 10, yes. Long beards and angle grinders don't mix. Wow, there's a lot of people getting their hair caught up in today. They do not mix. Wear a hairnet. Diesel fuel is $5.85 a gallon in Texas. I filled up my truck. It took 32 gallons. That's a total of $187. I drove off without paying. My court date is July 19th, where I can pay an $85 fine online now. That's a grand savings of $102. Follow me for more money-saving tips. I saw a meme somewhere that said, doing something that has a fine associated to it is just doing something legal, but for a price. The problem with that analysis is that is the criminal aspect, the county, the country, the government aspect of the case. The civil aspect is you can still get sued for the property that you stole, i.e. the $187 of diesel. And there could potentially be additional kickers on that, such as attorney's fees or punitive damages, to make it way more expensive than the $187 you should have paid up front. Do not do this. I know it's a cute meme. I know it's a cute Facebook post, blah, 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 blah. It's not smart. Y'all keep playing games. I'm waiting for the P to fall so I can sue Walmart. I made a TikTok on this meme like 2 years ago. Long story short, if you got injured by the falling P and you waited under the P for hours for it to fall, how much is your case worth? To me, 0. Do you know why? Because a jury is going to think you are a piece of shirt. Do not do this. Who do we sue first? Okay, we cannot show this clip on YouTube. This should not happen. Do not go to my Reddit and watch this video if you want to sleep. Who are we going to sue? We're going to sue everybody. We are going to sue the owner of this ride. We are going to sue the premises owner. We're going to sue the manufacturer of this ride. We are going to sue the operator of this ride. We are going to sue everybody at once, and we are going to let them tell us who is most at fault. They're all going to point the fingers at each other. We're going to learn a whole bunch of information in the process, and we are going to hopefully recover for our clients. That is what we do. In the event of a catastrophic personal injury, when in doubt, sue everyone. That's it for today's video. Bye.
He's a catastrophic injury attorney who accidentally became a YouTuber. Attorney Tom.